Seoul, South Korea. The success of Jungkook, the youngest member of the phenomenal group BTS, is not only a pride for his fans, but also the greatest pride for his family, especially the mother. Jungkook's long journey in achieving his dream until now to successfully own a luxury residence is a clear proof of the hard work and dedication he instilled from a young age. Jungkook was born Jungkook on September 1, 1997 in Busan, South Korea. Born in a simple family, he grew up a cheerful and energetic child. Since childhood, Jungkook has shown great interest in the world of art, especially music and dance. However, no one expected that this boy from Busan would become one of the biggest stars in the world. His mother, who has always been a loyal supporter in his life's journey, still remembers the moments when little Jungkook often danced and sang at home. In fact, he often participates in various talent competitions at his school, even if it's just for fun. However, all that changes when Jungkook begins to realize that music is his life's calling. As a teenager, Jungkook auditioned at various major entertainment agencies in South Korea. Fate led him to join Big Hit Entertainment, now HYB, although at that time the company was still far from being big. Determined, Jungkook leaves his hometown of Busan and moves to Seoul to pursue his dreams. Although Jungkook is now known as a talented singer with a melodious voice and outstanding dancing ability, his journey has not always been smooth. While still a trainee, he had to train hard every day, often until late at night. He also has to deal with mental and physical pressure to compete with other trainees. Behind the scenes, his mother is a figure who always gives full support. He always remembered how his son often called him in a tired voice, complaining about how difficult the training had to be. However, his mother always encouraged him and assured Jungkook that all this hard work would one day pay off. When BTS finally debuted in 2013, not many people paid attention to them. The group had to face many challenges, including criticism and financial difficulties. However, Jungkook did not give up. He continues to work hard alongside the other BTS members, proving that they are worthy of being in this highly competitive music industry. Jungkook and BTS's hard work finally paid off as they began to gain global popularity. Their albums hit the international charts, their concerts are always filled with fans, and they are even invited to various prestigious world events, including the Grammy Awards and meetings with world leaders. In the midst of this success, Jungkook remains humble and never forgets his roots and family. One of his biggest dreams is to provide a better life for his parents, especially his mother who has sacrificed so much for him. Recently, Jungkook moved his mother with an amazing gift, a luxurious residence that he bought with his hard work. The house has become not only a symbol of her success, but also a proof of her love for her parents who have supported her from the very beginning. She couldn't hide her excitement when she saw the house for the first time. He remembered how they used to live in simplicity, and now his son is able to give something so extraordinary. In an interview, a relative of the family revealed that his mother cried with happiness at the sight of how her son has now become a successful man who remains humble and affectionate. While talking about her son's success, Jungkook's mother recalled the difficult times they went through together. He tells the story of how little Jungkook always aspired to be a singer, how he cried because he didn't feel good enough during training, and how he almost gave up at some point. However, his strong determination and the support of his family kept him afloat. I still remember when little Jungkook said to me, "Mom, I want to sing on the big stage." At that moment, I could only smile and nod, although I didn't know if it would come true. But now, seeing that he managed to achieve his dream, I feel very proud, he said with teary eyes. He also revealed that although Jungkook now has everything: fame, wealth, and prestigious awards, he is still the same child, full of love and care for his family. For Jungkook, success is not just about owning a mansion or wealth, but about providing happiness for the people he loves. He always put his family first in every step of his life. In various interviews, Jungkook often mentions that his family is the biggest source of motivation for him. "I work hard not only for myself, but also for my family. They have sacrificed a lot for me, and I want to repay them in the best way I can," Jungkook said in an interview. The fans who heard this story also felt inspired and touched. They expressed their admiration for how Jungkook remained humble and always put his family first amid his immense popularity. At the end of the interview, Jungkook's mother delivered an emotional message for her son. "Jungkook, I'm so proud of you, not only because of your success, but because of your good heart. Just be yourself and never forget where you came from. We always love you and support you. The story of Jungkook and his mother is a reminder that behind great success, there are always people who give unconditional love and support. And for Jungkook, there is no greater happiness than seeing his mother smile happily at his achievements. After officially owning a luxury residence, Jungkook invited his family to see his new home. This moment became one of the most emotional in his life. When her mother first set foot in the house, her tears immediately flowed. He never imagined that his little son, whom he used to carry and sing lullabies to, had now become a successful man who could provide a dream home for his family. The house that Jungkook bought is not only a place to live, but also a symbol of his long journey in achieving his dreams. The residence has a modern design with beautiful views of Seoul City and is equipped with various luxury facilities such as spacious gardens, private music studios, and comfortable family rooms. Jungkook deliberately chose a house with a warm and comfortable design so that it could be a gathering place for the family when they visit. After looking at every corner of the house, his mother finally sat down on the large sofa in the living room with a long sigh. "I still remember when you were little, we lived in a simple house, and you always said you wanted to buy a bigger house for mom and dad. And now, you really did," her mother said in a trembling voice. Jungkook, who was sitting next to him, could only smile at Haru. He took his mother's hand and held it tightly. "Mom, this is all thanks to your prayers and support. Without Mom, I wouldn't have gotten to this point," she said in a voice full of gratitude. Despite having everything, Jungkook is still the Jungkook he was known from the beginning: humble, loving, and always putting his family first. In fact, before buying this house, he first made sure that his parents lived comfortably. A few years earlier, he also gave various gifts to his family, including long-term investments so that they would not have to worry about the future. When friends and colleagues in the music industry ask about the secret of his success, Jungkook always answers simply, "I just work hard and try to be a better person every day. And of course, I have family and people who always support me." In fact, on many occasions, Jungkook prefers to spend his money on others than on himself. He often gives gifts to the staff he works with, buys dinners for BTS members, and even secretly donates to various charities. This proves that for Jungkook, success is not only about the material, but also about sharing happiness with others. The story of Jungkook buying a mansion for his mother quickly spread among fans. ARMY, as BTS fans are called, are proud and moved to see how their idols maintain family values amid their immense popularity. On social media, many fans shared this story with comments full of admiration. Jungkook is truly a shining example that hard work and sincerity can lead a person to the pinnacle of success. "I cried reading this. Imagine how proud his mother was to see her son grow up to be a successful man who remained humble. This is proof that family is everything." Jungkook is not only successful as an artist, but also as a wonderful child. Not a few fans were also inspired to appreciate their families more after hearing this story. Some of them even promised to work harder to make their parents happy, as Jungkook did. The story of Jungkook and his mother is not just about a successful child who buys a house for his parents. This is a story about perseverance, hard work, and irreplaceable family love. From this trip, there are several things that can be learned as a lesson. 1. Hard work will not betray the result. Jungkook started from nothing. From a little boy in Busan who dreamed of becoming a singer, to now one of the biggest stars in the world.